Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on my Yanmar YM2500 diesel tractor. So this is my 1977 Yanmar YM2500 diesel tractor, and you guys are watching part 3 of my tractor series. So each week I go through and I pick out something to replace on this tractor because we're bringing it back to life. We're going to make this thing really reliable because we have a lot of work for this tractor. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to change the fuel filter. Now this is pretty much the same on a lot of different tractors, John Deere tractors, Yanmar tractors. A lot of them use the same exact type filter here. So if you know how to do this, you can pretty much do it on anything. So we're going to show you exactly how to change this fuel filter. So as for the parts needed, I went to FridayParts.com. They are sponsoring this video. They sent me all the parts that I need to do the job. And this is a complete fuel filter kit. So it comes with 3 little packages here. The first package, now this is one product, one product number. It's the same part number. It just comes in 3 different little boxes here. So you go on there, you order your kit, and this is what you get. So you'll get 3 of these. I can get them all out. So the first little packet comes with 3 filters. Okay, so you get extra filters with it. And then the second pack is an O-ring. Okay, there's your O-ring. And then the third pack is your actual filter housing. Okay, so it comes with everything you need, plus you'll have 2 extra filters for the future, which is pretty neat. Alright, so to do the actual fuel filter change, it's very, very simple. This is your fuel shutoff. Right now it's on, it's facing down. And now if you turn this all the way to the top, like that, now the fuel is off. Okay, and this right here should be pretty easy to take off. If you need to put a wrench on it, you can put a wrench on it, but usually you can get it off with your hand. Now, this tractor here, I have never done this to it. This is a brand new tractor for me. We just picked it up for $2 grand. So I have no idea what it's going to look like in here. You want to hold it. There it goes. All right. So now we have our fuel off. Let's see what it looks like. I don't even see a filter in here. So mine's missing the filter. But let's see what this looks like. All right. So it's off-road diesel, so it's red. You see that red? Look at that. Ew. There's a big clump of something went in there. Yeah, so mine doesn't even have a filter in it. So that's not good. So anyways, we'll save this piece here. This all is going to be trash because we have a new one to put on. So I went ahead and I opened up my fuel filter. I got my O-ring. So the O-ring's going to go right on top of this plastic. Just like that. You got your O-ring on. The fuel filter, the opening is going to go up in there, and then this is going to go on top of it. So it just slides up in there and it clicks right in. And that's it. And then you put this on. And then you'll take your big nut and we're going to slide it over and we're going to tighten it up. Super simple to do. Now we're not going to tighten it all the way. We're going to leave it like pretty loose because we're going to turn the fuel on. We want to see fuel leaking out of here. So let's turn the fuel back on. Okay, you see it filling up. We're trying to get all this air out. All right, so now that we see it leaking, we can go ahead and tighten it up. And that'll get a lot of the air out right off the bat. Okay, it doesn't have to be cranked down tight, but you do want it pretty tight. Just hand tight. Let the O-ring do its job. The next thing you need is a Phillips screwdriver. Because you see these 2 little screws here? You got 2 Phillips. There's one here and one there. We're going to loosen this one first. Just crack it loose until you see fuel coming out. See the steady stream? You want to get all the air bubbles out. Then tighten it back down. And same thing with the next one. Get all the air bubbles out until you see a steady stream. Okay, tighten it down. Super simple. You guys, that's it. Now we can go ahead and start this tractor up. So it's very important to bleed all the air out before you try starting it up. Otherwise, you're gonna have to bleed the injectors, and it's a little bit, a little more intense. It's not hard, but this is the easiest way to do it, just like you just seen. Now I'll get my rag out and I'll clean this all up real nice. These are actually old baby clothes. As our kids grow out of their clothes, I use them for rags, if they're stained. If they're pretty good quality, I will give them away to, thrift stores or Goodwill or something. But if they're all stained up, nobody wants that stuff. So I use them for rags. Man, look at that, what was in there. Like, that is disgusting. There's like big clumps. Can't believe there was no fuel filter on that. And what's cool about this kit is I still have 2 more filters left, so for the future. So it's good to keep it nice and clean. Awesome. All right, let's see if this thing will start. Make sure it's in neutral. That would be pretty bad. Give it some fuel. There you have it, man. Everything sounds really good. It sounds healthy. It's a good running tractor, y'all. So I would like to thank again FridayParts.com for sponsoring this video and supplying us with all of our parts for this here tractor. Make sure y'all check them out. That's FridayParts.com. If you have a tractor, you got off-road equipment, heavy equipment, trucks, whatever you got, chances are they have the part, they have it in stock, ready to ship, and it's a very easy to navigate website. So make sure y'all check them out, FridayParts.com. Fix it once, fix it right. Now we still have a lot more work that we're going to do to this tractor. We're just trying to get it, more reliable, because we're going to be putting it to work here on the property. We have a lot of work to do with this tractor, and I want to get it all done here within the next couple months, because when wintertime comes, that's when I do all my tractor work. So we still have to put a new radiator in here. We're going to do an alternator because that alternator is not charging the battery very good. We're going to put a new exhaust. We're going to get a new seat. Like, we got a lot of work that we're going to do to it. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the tractor series, and then we're going to show you us putting it to work. We're going to get out here. We're going to bush hog all this property, and that's going to be pretty exciting. We will see you guys on the next one. Bye.